Hello. If you don't know my name by now, it's Eric King, and let's be honest, it'd be pretty darn random if you're in this room and you didn't know me. And writing a best man speech, there's 3 directions you can go with. The first, you can copy the speech directly off the internet. Secondly, you can just pay someone to write it for you. Or third, you can write it from the heart, and tonight, we're gonna go with number 3, so if this bombs, it's gonna be a lesson learned. Writing this speech was interesting because, unlike other speeches, I have literally known both of you my entire life. I mean, I don't know how many best men can say that. Mark and I have been best friends ever since I met him in the front yard on Pappas Way when we were 7. Di, I can't remember exactly when I met you, but it's been so long, I just can't remember when you weren't taking care of me in some form, so it's been quite a while. In a best man speech, you try to make a joke, you talk about the groom who you've known forever, and you talk about the bride as much as possible, but in this speech it's hard because I want everybody to know about as much about you guys as possible. So, the title of this speech is The Perfect Match by Eric King. That's copyrighted. Before I start the speech, I want to say you've never looked better. I mean, I've known you forever, so I can say that with credibility. You've never looked better. And Mark, we're going to focus on how we look that. So, some of you might be wondering how I came up with the name for the speech. So I'm sitting down trying to write the speech, and I look over at the bag that they sent out, the perfect date for the perfect match, and I'm thinking, yeah, because being at a wedding on Memorial Day is much better than stumbling around on the beach, drugs and and then I'm thinking, you know what? These 2 really are the perfect match. And what's funny is I was told Jason that Mark dating Diana was payback because Jason stole all Wells' Rocky tapes for like the last 15 years. So, I was actually, and Megan touched upon it, the night that they re-met, which you should know that me, Jason, Wells, Mancuso, and Bishop have been hanging out forever. So, Mark and Diana had to have known each other at some point, you know, probably minimum they had to have known each other. Fast forward to September 8th, 2004, thank you Google, the day of the Virginia Tech West Virginia game. Me and Spiro had been tailgating with Di and the girls at like 8 in the morning. Me and Spiro went to the game, Di and the girls went to a bar somewhere. We met up after the game, we went back to Di's place where me and Spiro probably should have been paying rent. Because we were down there so often. We ate, we relaxed, and then we went to another party. And I randomly get a call from Wells who says, me and some of my law school buddies are in town. So it was really random. So we invited them over there, and they got there, and it was the weirdest thing that ever happened. I swear this is the truth. I swear to God. Wells looks at me like he'd been punched in the stomach. And he goes, who is that? And I'm like, you idiots, that's Diana Hoopengarden. And he could not believe it. He's like, you're joking, right? And really the only thing I remembered from that point is you looked at them for like 3 or 4 hours, and they were on the couch talking, and not like, hey, like they were really interested in each other. It was the kind of look that you think, you know, someday I'm going to be up here giving this speech, so immediately they appeared to be the perfect match. And I don't want to bring up the past, but it's not been easy for either Mark or Diana throughout the years. Mark and I were hindered much through our life for the love of professional wrestling, which unfortunately blame Art for letting us order all those pay-per-views in the basement. Diana didn't have it much easier. She's been waiting on me, Jason, Spiro, 8 foot for years. And I got a quick poll. How many people here have fathers? Raise your hand. How many people have fathers with dolphin tattoos? It's been rough. I can honestly say these 2 were perfect for each other, and I've known them both my whole life. But something for you guys to remember is you come from great families. Bonnie and Cheech, it would take NASA to calculate the amount of money you spent on food on me. Art, you were the first person to ever teach me about loopholes. For those of you that didn't know, Bonnie would only let Art smoke cigars when he was doing lawn work. So Art would do 8 hours of lawn work a day. To the point where you could actually see the lawn from space. The Crayola people came by and they called the lawn Wells Green. That's how great it was. And Jeff, you taught me something very important as well. The Jeff Hooper Gardner patented hamburger cheese folding system. I'm never going to forget that. And I'll always think of you. But back to Mark and Di. Anytime you see them out, they're always smiling. They're always happy to be around each other. Every time we finish hanging out with them, my wife Brooke will say something like, every time I hang out with Diana, even if Mark wasn't one of your best friends, I would still hang out with her. I can honestly never heard you guys argue longer than 5 minutes. And we hang out a lot. So, I'm going to conclude this speech with a quote, and I wanted to use a quote that is not used in every wedding, so it's different. Success in marriage does not come merely through finding the right mate, but being the right mate. I have no idea who said that, but as a newly married individual, marriage can be hard work at times, but it's completely worth it. Always look out for each other's best interests and try to make each other as happy as possible. You guys are not only great friends, but you are literally family to everybody in this room. I think I can speak for everyone here today when I say we all love you. And with that, it is my 100% complete honor to toast you guys, one of the best guys in the history of the world and one of the sweetest girls to ever walk the planet. You guys truly are the perfect match. Cheers.